Hello. Today we're going to be talking about the 93 version of this French Defense Exchange variation. So let's get started. Let's say present the chess space window. So chess space window here, and it'll take a little bit of time. I'll just have it so that way, first of all, I can do the I can do the Leela. Sometimes I had to do twice, so I'll do it once. I'll say, oh, rejected. I'll just load it, and then I'll have to load again. And I'll say, okay, I'll load it, Leela, for you. So just patience for this one. Then we'll have Leela just do his thing. So today we'll be focusing on the AC3 version. That and Sunday will be focused on the AC3 version because it's a really big chapter, and we'll have these 2 days. And probably not going to be finished with it because we have lines where we have to have Eugene step in. So stop the server. Now we'll say order again. Hopefully the second time we'll say, okay, I see it. Leela, this will be running. Let's see, moving this one. So close program. So Leela's not responding. So just patience a little bit. Okay. No worries. So this one is okay. Alrighty. Let's do this one. Move it, and I'll add it again. Let's see, Leela, LC0. Basically, it's like little sister may be equivalent to Alpha Zero. So we have Alpha Zero on the side. That's a cool thing to think about. So let's do this one, and we need to talk about. We have this to continue from finish from here. This one. So this one finish from here. All right, let's have Leela think about things a minute, like minus one of them. All right, 4 lines. So we'll just be patient. Have Leela think about these things. And, okay. Hello, sir. Great stuff. Hello, Just Steak. Do you know me? So, how do you know my real name? So maybe you know me. Maybe you're from the Chess Center. So, nice to see you. So, but nice to see you, Chess Steak. And if you have any questions about chess, you can let me know in the chat. And if you want to be a part of the show, you can click this link and join the show. You can talk to me, have me keeping company, and also you can ask questions in the chat, and I'll answer them for chess related things and also life related things. Make sure I don't be lonely for those 2 hours for this episode. So yeah, nice to see you, Chess Streak. So yeah. So we're gonna be talking about 93 versions in the advanced French, the exchange French rather, today and Sunday, and it'll be not done yet. So there's lines reserved for Eugene, my coach, looking at him. So mainly this weekend we'll be prioritizing about 93 lines because there's so much to talk about. So we'll have spent 4 hours this weekend talking about the 93 version, but that'll be not all. So let's see what Lila says. Lila says Bishop b4, which we talked about. Bishop b4, Bishop b3. Okay, now let's have Lila think about it again. Bishop b4, but let's give it time. Maybe just like online database, what people do. Bishop b4, his main move at 35% is really good number statistically. The stats says 35% is really good for black. If under 50%, it's really good for black. That's how it works. So yeah. But whoever you are, Chess Streak, you can ask questions, and thank you for welcoming me stream for the first minute of the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you have a good week and good weekend. So Leela, think about these things. Don't rush it. Research is perfect to make sure that we don't rush the research. That'd be bad research. So we want to have quality research, and yeah, that's the thing. So hopefully you can hear me, guys. Okay, can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me? Or maybe if I do this one, do you hear me now? So the microphone, let's say settings. Settings, audio. You okay? I can hear me so the bars are going up, so that's a good thing. So people can hear me. So hopefully it's true. So I'll say in the chat, can you hear me well? All right. So people in the chat, you can tell me if you can hear me well. If not, I can change the settings. So let me know. You hear me or no? Hopefully you can hear me because my microphone is sensitive, so I can speak to you without having this thing going down, make it nerdy. But hopefully you can hear me. Then I can have this thing still up on my headset. So hopefully you can hear me well. Let's see back to what Leela thinks. So Leela says to go knight like bishop b4. Okay, bishop b4 is a move. Yeah, bishop b4 move, and then castles. Castles h3. We talked about here that's castles, and the lines. This is where we stopped. We stopped there last stream. We stopped here, but we'll just continue on from here. So let's think. So let's see the database. What people do here. What people do here. They go at castles 40%. All right, so 40% is a little bit higher than 35%, but it's still good. It's still good. So it's basically 60% of the games are black wins or black is going to be better. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. But let's have the Lila think about things and research. Okay. So let's do Monday. All right. So maybe I can have a message to. All right. So message to. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is fine. Add a task. Oh, okay. This is the one. This is the thing. Call Dr. Lee's office. Okay. This is the one. This is the thing. All right. So we'll just move it up the priority list because it's most very important. So, okay. Fill pills. That's good. Alrighty. Okay, we're good. We're all good. Okay, so hopefully you can hear me well. So that's the goal, to make sure that we can hear me. I'll just look at my stream, my own, let's say, channel. If I can hear myself, then it's like, okay, it's all good. I'll hear myself from my own stream. So let's do the stream. Oh, let's see this one. It's fast. Okay, I can hear myself. Thankfully. So that answers my question. I can hear myself. Therefore, people can also hear me talking. So that's good. Alrighty. So, well, again, we're just waiting for Leela's to say verdict. So once Leela verdicts decides that what's the best move, castles is the most popular move. Why not do that? So castles, and let's do the online database. So I said, what do people play? Majority of people play h3, attacking the bishop. So the 50% is actually good. So h3 is like the one to like talk about. So let's do all right, bishop h5. But let's do the think about for a tiny bit. But bishop h5 looks like the go-to move. But again, no rushing research. So all right. I tested. Oh, I just not caps lock. I tested. All right, see. Let's see. I tested the sound, and I can hear myself. All right, so people can not worry about if like yes, if people hear me, I can hear myself stream, and you should be able to as well. So that is a go. Green light. Very good. So let's see. All right, just posts. Okay. All right. Sage outpost. Okay. Okay. Workshop host is updated, so it's good. So now we'll do the obvious thing that is actually sent to the Leela's top move. Bishop h5. Oh, okay. Bishop h5 is the one. And then after this one, what do people play? After Bishop h5, what do people play? They go a3, Bishop e2, Knight b1. So let's do all of them. Bishop a3, Bishop e2 to block the pin, and Knight b1. For some reason, people blew that. So let's do the odd-looking Bishop Knight b1. So people do this one. I've seen this one sometimes before. People that are booked up. I've seen this one guy in the chess center that I have near locally. He plays this odd Knight b1 move because he's booked up to the core. He's really good memory, so he knows theory way too much. So he does the moves and moves, let's say 20 by theory, because he researched everything in major memory. The memory is so good they can memorize 20 moves of theory based on the looking over once, just there forever. So people do that, and I've seen people do that. So yeah, so let's have a little think about it. So the database says Bishop d6 is the main move. Preemptively getting out of the way from c3 things or a3 things. But let's let Leela think. Is that the right way course of action here to go back to d6 or the bishop or something else? It's really slow, but people can join the stream here by you can talk to me, ask questions as well, make this stream more attractive, fun, and having people that watch this replay not so bored. But I need to be patient. Research is very patient, so it'll be dry. But you know what? Next Thursday, it'll be my next, let's say, simul with Q&A with International Masters, Nemanja and Yosef. They'll all be here on my stream playing against you and also answering questions. So yeah, that'll be fun next Thursday at noon New York time. So whatever is compared to New York time to you, then that'll be the time you can tune in and join the fun. Play the games, ask questions, or play the games and ask questions. Do both. So I'll be invited for everybody, and that'll be good. That'll be really good. Okay. Alrighty. All right, let's do this one for a reference for next week because I have a lesson for the one guy. I'm teaching him. He's like, how to use chess base. Well, I'll show him the things, the widgets, and where to go for entering novel moves in chess base. This is where to go. This is how you do it. Do this and this and this, and you're having a null move entered into the chess base program, and that's all you need to do. So these are like adding null moves. Blah, 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 blah. So it's good. Basically, all the good things you need to do. And yeah, that is that. Okay. All right, now we'll look at the All right, let's do the looking at Leela's verdict. The verdict says from Leela that black should do the move rook e8 or bishop b6. Let's say the common consensus of bishop b6 is the most played move, and that way we can follow the game. The online games say that people do knight bd2. All of them do knight bd2. So this one will have Leela. So again, maybe rook e8 now is a better version. So rook e8 is on the most played move for now, but Leela, think about things before we rush. We don't rush. Again, it's just sound like a broken record, but we don't rush research. Never. We don't never run research because we want to have this be the top go-to research for all the world of how to play against people that play the exchange version. I want to be the top world, most valuable, most thorough, most go-to resource for anybody, because nobody I've ever seen in my life of all history of chess has ever done a whole year's worth of research of a one version in a chess game. Maybe for Kasparov, the Najdorf, but that's him doing his world championship things. But what about me in the exchange version? I've never seen people deep dive for a year in exchange version. Never. Nobody has it. But I'll be the first. And I'll give you the free resource. Everybody in the world resource. But basically, if Ding Liren had my resource and used it in the world championship match, maybe he'd be the world champion, not Gukesh. So that's something that it's really interesting that the time shift, and I give you the notes and the research, and he knows how to play against the exchange version for the win, then maybe he'd be still the world champion. So the food for thought. It's a food for thought. So why not? Why not look at that? So I'm just doing the due diligence that nobody else in the world of all time in history has done it. So I'll make it worth everybody in the end. And yeah, sometimes these things need somebody willing to take a whole year to do the things that are really, why does me, a GM, need to do this one? Well, this national master worked with Leela a whole year, his coach, GM coach, to make sure find a version of how to play against the exchange French. So that way you don't get bored by playing the French, because a lot of people discourage people from playing the French defense because, like, oh, the exchange version. People like Simon Williams are just bored. It's like the yawn version. But today, this year, I'll make sure there's no yawn version here to be seen. That'll be actually a way to play with a smile on your face. If you see the French defense exchange version, you'll be happy to see it because you know how to antidote it. Make sure that it's not really a worthy try to play for a draw, and instead black can try for the win. Now here's why. And just only need to look at the PGN files, the video files, and you'll be on your way to win the game as black against the exchange version as white. So it takes a year. I'll do it. I'll do it. Nobody else is doing it. Nobody else is raising their hands. I'll be doing the due diligence to look for a year. And yeah, might as well be me. I'm doing this sacrifice of time and grit and persistence every single week. But the thing is, because my parents are gone today, I have a two-take today and Sunday. I'll be two-hour sessions until 4. And also I have a buffer week. So sometimes when I go to move a new place, I'll be having a week that I can't do streaming, but I already made it up right now. So that's why we do this one. Rook e8, all right, clearly the most convincing move. So let's say, what do people do? Everybody does not just c3. Now let's do this thing again. So okay, so let's do the online database. 94 is popping up. 94, 3 games. Queen e7, 2 games, and 1 knight e7 game. So let's go back. Let's have Leela cook. So 94 is 3, and 16.7 is really astoundingly good. 94 is astoundingly good. E4 is astoundingly good because they can't take an e4 because pawn takes there, and it's interesting variation. So let's have a little think about things and don't rush the research. I know I can totally understand this is a really dull thing to watch, not really stream worthy, but I want to document this with video footage that I did spend a year, 2-hour increments per week, every week till the 2026. And in total, if you do the math, like I'll just do the math with ChatGPT. So how many hours in total if I spend 2 hours per week for every week in a whole 1 year run? Let's see. The total is 104 hours. 104 hours. 104 hours. So I'll say, how many days is that? Many days is 104 hours. 4 days and 8 hours. So 4 complete days and 8 hours I'll be spending in 2-hour increments. That is crazy. 4 hours and 4 days and 8 hours of research from start to finish for this research project. So let's basically, if you go to, let's say, it's almost a whole work week, not 5 days, but 4 days and 8 hours, considering all about like the lunch hours, meetings, breaks, things like that. It's basically a whole week, just nose to grindstone, no sleep between. So maybe let's say sleeping time is the other, let's say 16 hours. 16 hours of sleep between the 4 days, and then 4 days and 8 hours of a marathon of research. So that'll be me. That'll be me at the end of the year. In 2026, this will be free for everybody, guys. This is free. I did the whole work, the hard work, and it'll be for you for free. So night E4. All right, let's see what people do. Okay, let's see what people do. They go Queen C2, knight could be 3. Queen C2 could be 3. Let's see what the Lila says. Well, 2 people do Queen C2. Queen C, if this is Queen C2, 2 people do that, and it's really bad. It's really looking bad. So Queen C2, Queen C2 is bad because it'll show us why. Why Queen C2 is bad. Queen C2, Queen B3, F5. F5? All right. F5, okay. So it's Queen B3 again. Whoa. Oh, G3 to block this F4 things? G3, 92. 92. Oh, this is like a bishop G3. Like is winning. This one, if they do this one, then we do bishop B6 back, simply. Yes, simply that one. So let's do the Queen B3 line, which is more commendable. So let's do Queen B3, which is more commendable. Let's do main line for this one. Vote this one. So let's have Lila think about it. And this one, there's one game that's bishop B6. So let's let Lila think about this. Like bishop B6 is the main move, but let's have Lila think about things because B7 is hanging. Let's see what happens. So give Lila some time. Give Lila some time to research, look up lines, make sure you don't miss anything because we're rushing. We don't rush. Research, no rushing. But yeah, if you guys like any time in this stream, make sure you like this video, this stream. Then that helps me a lot. It's helped my business, helps my channel, helps me, and helps the community around metalegal chess all a lot. So basically, it's like props for me, props to me and my research ventures to do 1 year of the exchange version is black, trying to play for the win. So we want to send some props. Hit the like button. Helps me. I can't say enough. A lot more than you ever know. So props for me. Just like hit the like button, and I'll be so grateful for that. And motivation helps me, even though people will not join the stream. But knowing that people are liking the video, that helps me a lot. As a fact, even though people are not talking to me, not in the chat, not even in the, let's say, join the call, but I know that I'm doing something purposeful because people are liking the stream. That is all worth it. It overcomes the fact that people are not talking in the chat, no talking, join the stream, but that makes up for it. Makes me motivated to go on and finish this job. So we're not even halfway yet. So bishop b6 is the one to go. Just say, okay. So one thing is like, okay, let's say queen 6 b7. What was the problem with that? Okay, 92 is a problem with that. 92. Why not 92? 92 is a problem because bishop 3. Okay, hold bishop. Bishop 6. Rook b8. b3. Bishop b5. Oh, this one. Oh, yep. H2. Yeah. So let's do not this one. So rook takes. This is like a blunder. So I'll just annotate it as a blunder. As a blunder. So better than takes in b7, which is very tempting. What is a better move? Bishop b1. Bishop b1 is like, okay. So is there any? Okay, online. What's the guy's move? Bishop b1. Okay, the one guy played bishop b1. All right, bishop b1. Maybe queen c2 is coming up, but bishop b1. Let's give it that. Give them that computer move and have it be the most promoted version. So bishop 1. Let's say if they do this absurd line, queen e7. But let's see what the online person did. They did play knight a5, and they won. They won knight a5. This guy is 2153 against a 2162, so it was basically even, a little bit less rating, but he was able to overcome and win. So that's cool. That's cool to see. It's cool to see that he overcame a slightly high-rated person as black with exchange friends. So that's what I want to see. You can overcome people that are high-rated, maybe not 10 points high-rated, maybe more, because you know your stuff. All right, let's see what Leela says. Leela says to go queen d7. All right, let's go queen d7. I think this is a move that the online database said. Oh, this is a novelty. This is a novelty move. Okay, that's the reason why it took a lot of time for Leela to decide to move, because this queen d7 move was not a move in the database. It says 95, but determined that this queen d7 move is more, even though it's unique, never been played before. It's saying that this has more bite to it. More bite to it. So, all right. So let's see, a4 doesn't make sense to me. So let's say they're taking a4. This is a draw, trying to draw out the game move. So bishop takes e4. Okay, let's say taking e4, just saying it's trading off things because it can. This one, a2. Okay. Now knight e5. Now knight e5. Knight e5. Queen c2. Taking this pawn again. f5. Right. f4 is coming in, so why not? Why not? Oh, b4 taking the knight. Okay. Taking knight c6. Okay. c4. Okay. Taking the bishop. Okay, let's have Leela think about these things. Give Leela some time, because we made a lot of moves. Let's have Leela deep breath. Leela, think about these things that happened, transpired, all at the same time. So there's a lot of information just throughout you. This one, this one, this one, this one, and you gotta, let's say, understand what to do now. So we threw out a lot of moves at once without asking anything between. So yeah. All right. Just give me some time. No rushing. Again, like a broken record. I'll just patience. Patience is key for the research quality to go up. So let's be patient. This is important. Let's say game time moment. We don't rush this research because it's important to make sure that we get the absolute best response to these things. I don't want to have to, let's say, have Eugene Perlstein bail me out all the time. We had to do our own legwork and patience. So that'd be basically the what we can do, achieve, and just do everything on our own self. So okay, a little bit more, then we'll have Layla spit out what is the move here. All right, so now we'll go to Leela. Leela says to do a5 for some reason. A5. Okay, a5 b5. b5, right? a5 b5 or a3. So Leela says 96. Okay, 96 is probably the point. 96. CD6 or queen d6? CD6 or queen d6? So it's saying the CD6. CD6. Okay. CD6, b5, b5. Okay. Knight moves some more e7. Okay, knight versus bishop proposition. C4, C4, D5. Okay. C4, D5, C5. Okay. C goes C5. What if they do this one? Question mark. Why? Okay, this is a blunder. Blunder. We'll see why this is a blunder. Why is this a blunder? It's like reasonable to just get the C file open and we own it. We own the save file, and then we need two. Right. We defend the A pawn, maybe A4. A4. F4. Okay, F4. G2. Rook E6. Huh. Rook E6. Rook E6. King H2. Why? Why King H2? Why King H2? Queen B3 is just a pin of the knight. King H8, get out of the way. Out of alignment. Okay. Rook F1 to block E3 pushes maybe. B6. Okay. B6. Let's say fix the B5 pawn. Okay. E2 to probably doubling up. Rook C8. Rook C8. Rook AE8. Okay, Rook AE8 makes sense. Rook AE1 or F3. F3? I don't agree with F3. Rook AE1 makes more human sense. And we go Queen D8. Huh. This is stretch, big stretch. Queen D8. Queen D8, okay. Queen D8. Bishop C1. Taking out of the fire, maybe. The Bishop C1. So Queen G5. Oh, okay, this is a point. This is a point. To defend that one laterally, but still invoking a force, like fierce things. Like F3, E3 is looking bad for black. Or bad for white, rather. Bad for white. King H2. Taking out of the fire F3. H6. It's H6 or 5. H6 moved for the king. G2. E3. Alright, E3. F3, maybe. Rook 6, E7. Why? Oh, this is. Oh, he wants to go this way. Oh, he wants to go this way. 6, E7 to go this way. Bishop B2. G7. Queen D3. Rook EC8. Queen E4. Queen D8 again. Oh, G6. Okay, G6. Why? G6 to G6. Queen 3. Let's go back. Then we go King G7 or Queen H5. King G7. Queen E4. What's the point? Queen F5 or rookies? Rook E7. Whoa, swinging it around this one. Oh, Rook E7. There, Queen F5. Ah. Queen B3 to avoid the queen trade. Now what happens? Here, Rook C7. Okay, because we're shadow banned this queen. Queen A3. Just wait. Queen A6. Whoa, a G5. Okay, G5. Queen B3. H5. This one. G7. G7 is just having this one. Okay, G4. So this is like I have an arrow. G7 is watch this one. So on this one, G4, I have permission to do this one, have the queen go away. H4, F4, H4, 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 G4. Black is winning. So after this whole flurry of lose, this is black and winning because it's a steady plan for the knights versus bishop domination knight, just like totally corralling the bishop. So this is a long line. I admit this is a long line. So yeah, we talked about this one. So yeah, it's good. So now Right, this knight b3 line, but let's do a3. A3 next one. So we'll target this one, a3. So let's give it some time. Let's do the outline analysis. So bishop takes e3, bishop b6, and statistically, bishop takes e3 is better. But let's see Leela's take on it. This is no rushing. No rushing, so let's have Leela, as the kids say, cook. Let's have Leela cook. So give us some time breathing room to Leela to find the moves to just like determine the best way. So so Leela says take a c3, right? b3. Okay, take a c3. Let's see. Okay, let's. Okay. Have some time to have Leela think about this. All right, let's do it. All right. So Leela says at the, let's say, the 1 minute of thinking, it says, well, let's give it some more time. So basically, it's if we let Leela stew more, it'll say, okay, my conclusions of looking things deeply, really deeply, then this is a way to go. Queen d6 versus queen d7 versus rook e8. These are too close to not have it deep dive. Let Leela deep dive for a little bit. Let's give him more minutes, and Leela will just spit out the best approach going forward. Just waiting. Just waiting. Just wait for Leela. Think about it. Like, just give it 2 minutes. Just give it 2 minutes. So 45 minutes. So basically an hour for 15 minutes left. So for the episode. So yeah. So it's just like consistency's sake. C4. C4 is. Okay, let's do it. Right. So V8. Right. So okay. C3. Okay. CD5 is probably the one. C5. So let's see the go. C4. C4. C3, G4. Okay, let's go to what Lula says. Lula says to go Bishop B6. I'm trying to draft the. Let's go some more time. So let's say Bishop B6. Is there any games in this one? No. This is a, let's say, novelty moment. So let's give some time. Give some time for that one. Okay. Let's give it some time. Yep. Let's give it some time. Okay. Alrighty, so let's go back to Leela. So Leela says it's now we're going to be approaching the halfway mark for the hour. So yeah, let's go Leela. Leela says to go. Basically bishop b6. Because g4 bishop b6 is why do we have to wait this long? But there's two moves that were equally right. So now bishop b6 or rook e1. So we're gonna make that both of them. So this one, rook e1, new version. So let's do rook e1 first. So rook e1, if they do this one first, let's give us some time. Let's give us some time. So we have an hour, pretty much, so we can be thorough. Be thorough with that. This one. Okay. Alrighty. So let's go. Let's wait again. Okay. So it says f5. Oh, this is another one. So let's f5. Okay. Let's again. There's a lot of things that's debating between f5, h6, h5. F5, F4. Let's do F5. H4. 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 F4. Okay. Change to 6. 6. G2. C4. Okay. C3. This, let's do this one. Do this one. G6. So to block this checkeroonie things. Okay, I see 3. Which you see. Alright, so this is a Orky, yeah, of course. Just C3, Queen 63. G2 maybe. G2. Huh. Oh. Black is winning. One. And Queen G3 check. Yeah. That's the thing. So that's, overcoming the other things. So what do you want? Just read this one. This was G6. Or this one. It takes G6. H6. H6 makes sense to me. 23. Alright. 23. Okay, 98. Let's get some time. Lila, some time. No rushing. Lila. Okay. Alright. So, again, if you guys have some value in the stream, make sure you like the video. Sorry for the lot of empty space. I'm letting Leela think about the best moves. So there's critical positions to make sure that we don't go off the wrong track and we have to do over things not being that good. So 96 or 98, 98 maybe E6. Yeah, so 98, maybe controlling B5 with the queen. So this makes sense. So C4, C4's okay. That it takes 3, F3, yeah, 26, queen 6 to queen 7. So we have 3 moves. So let's have a Wheela stew. Okay, let's do Wheela. Queen d6. Okay, queen d6. Coming this way. King g2. Alright, makes sense. A6. Alright. Knight 6. Okay, knight 6 is the point of knight 6 is the point of this knight d8 maneuvering. Knight 6 and also, you know, alright, so the point is maybe knight c5 shenanigans, but maybe move e3 is attacking the pawn, so it makes sense slightly. So try to target this one. I don't know if this is valuable, but it's a threat. So b6, a4, looks like b6. Okay, b6, a4. That was the thing. A4. Then how does black make progress? Knights and queens. And so rook e7. Let's give it some more time. A5 is maybe a bland response, but let's have a little think. No rushing research. Never rush research. We can't afford it. Alrighty. Let's see. So now, projection level. Now we're okay. Checking something while Leela is doing her job. Okay, so okay, Queen c6 is leaning towards Queen c6. Ping the knight maybe. So what's the point of that? D5 is coming in there. So Queen c6 d5 is not even considered. So why Queen c6 allowing d5 and d5 is not actually like d5 and c5 things. Okay, so Queen c6 d5 knight c5 attacking the other queen, saying that provoking d5, but this is cheapo, very big cheapos. Is it the best thing we can do? Okay, so let's do this one. So Leela says to go queen to c6 and d5. We go on c5, right? Knight c5. Leela says, okay, knight c5. Knight c5 here. Take there. Knight takes b3. Oh, the pawns are ugly, right? Pawn's ugly. This one, knight a5, attacking the pawn. Rook c1. Rook c1. So you defend this one. It's like, okay. Knight to c6 to get the pawn. So black is up a pawn. c5. Okay, makes sense. Knight b4. Huh. Knight b4. Knight b4. cb6. ab6. Really? And then take this one? What's the point? Knight d5. Oh, the point is knight d5. Number 7. Knight d3 check. King g3 or c4. Defend the pawn. That's why. So maybe not. This is like a knight g1. A king g1 is more the point. Let's see, 4 right there. So, okay, 4. Okay, this defends this one. Okay. All right. Rook to 3. Rook e4. Rook to 7. Okay. Relook with Eugene. So maybe thing to have relook with Eugene. So let's do this one. E4. Let's see. C4. We did this one. Okay. All right, so let's do a3. Bishop e2 is the last one. Bishop e2, the last one is line. Bishop e2 is not good because we take on c3 there. Knight e4. Oh, this is similar things. c4, queen e1. Is there any games here? Queen e3. All right, queen e3. Just this is this game. Bishop e6. Okay, makes sense to me. So let's do queen e1. It's like a pro with that one. Rook e8. Rook e8. It's like alignment. Alignment with queen and rook. Rook e1. Taking the b7 pawn. Okay. Let's. Alrighty. Anybody in the chat we have missed? Apparently not. Just only the beginning chess streak, says this one. That's nobody else. But again, if you guys get some value from this research, make sure you like this video. And yeah, that'd be helpful, super helpful for me, my brand, my business, and the medieval chess community in general as a whole. So that is really appreciated and really appreciate your help to make us bigger than before. Okay, so let's see what Leela says. Leela says to go something like b6 to defend the pawn. Then white does bishop b5, allowing this taking f3 things. All right, this is like this ask for it. But okay, this is the thing. It's like g6 to 3, knight g5. Okay, just trying to do this fork. Fork is major things. So king g2. Just quiet defending it. Queen f6 to just defending g4. Which is, it looks as an overlord queen, but apparently overlord is not a thing here. So if I go this way, if I go this way. Knight takes f3. Okay. Aha. This one there. Queen h4. King is there. Knight f5. Okay. And this one there. Take the c6 pawn. So this is why we can't do. They can't do this one. So instead, more mature things to go queen d1 first. So promote the version. A6? Really? A6? Oh, it'll defend the knights and there's the queen away. H4 makes sense. H4 makes sense. Knight 7. F4. Knight 7. Knight 7, really? Knight 7 attacking. Let's attack the rook on e8. Rook e8 makes more sense to me. B3, okay. Knight e7. Oh, wow. This one, take this one for sure. Take the air. Rook 1. Knight 5. Let's give some time. So Lila saying compensation is here. Because the bishop is terrible. Terrible to a bishop. Big pawn. As my Russian national master friend used to say, big pawn. Let's give some time for Lila. How do we crush the white player is here. So let's give some time. Okay, let's see what the Leela says. Leela says Queen f5 to defend the to defend the pawn, but re-raising the queen. Queen f5 is what Leela loves most. Okay, so let's think c4, or c4, f6 maybe. F6. Okay, let's Leela think. Leela think. A6. A6. Why is A6 a move? That is mystery to me. Why A6 is the most popular move by Leela? A6 is the most popular move by Leela. I don't know why. A6 is not in my mind. I think that more dynamic moves, like the pieces, knight f6, is more in my, let's say, scope. But A6 is like, what's the point of this one? A6 is really random. Really random. So A6, let's say if they do just waiting moves, what's this A6? King f1, what's A6 helping? F6, F6, D5. So what is A6 gonna play? Knight G6, okay. So Knight G6 is allowing this bishop B4, bishop B4, bishop B4, bishop G6. Ah, rook G6. Ah, this is A6 is random because rook G6 should not be allowed. This knight 6 is right away. It's more human to me. So, well, the late knight f6 is more natural to me. It's human. Human knight f6 is a human move. Okay. Rook b5, attack the queen. 27. 27, rook e5. Rook e5. Why? Rook e5. E5. The rook 6, like knight g6 is bad because of what? Oh, king g3. Oh, wow, king g3 has a way to refute that one. This is really weird. Jesus. Oh, this is like actually absolutely winning for white. So yeah. So let's go back here. F5. Okay, F5. Interesting. All right, rook h1. Blocking this one. H5. D5. Okay. Position 1. Okay. That's e4. All right, sounds good. Rook e8. Queen takes e8. Yeah. Then queen e2. Okay, queen e2, knight d4. But really, knight d4. It's like this. Let's get some time, Leela. Leela, have some time. Okay, queen d1, knight d4. d4, queen d1, knight f3. Okay, knight f3. d6. Oh, I see d6. d6, d6, d5. Right, d6, d6. Yes. d6, yeah. Queen c8. Queen 2. Take the check. h6, okay. Okay. Knight d2, oh, knight d2. Okay. Black wins. So, so let's go back to like a lot of really deep lines. Okay, really deep lines. Excited about this one. This one. Okay, knight g2. That's knight g2. Okay, knight g2. So this point was online. Maybe four. Let's do this one. Let's give Lila some time. Just the knight g2 lines. So I'm covering both today. All right. We have time to have Leela stew and think about things. I need to go bathroom. So, well, Leela's thinking about things. I'll be back and make Leela do the next move. After I get back. All right. Okay. So now we'll have Leela do the move that Leela loves. So, all right, knight b4. So in the database, knight b4 is the top move at 42%. It's good. Let's do it. So most people do castles, bishop g5. Four is also a move. Liberation. Let's do bishop f4 first. Let's do all these three things. Three things. So let's see. All right. Line. Okay. Let's give some time. c6. Knight 6 d3. Check. Okay. So. So it's like the bishop b5 check is also like liberation. So let's do bishop b5. c6. a3. c6. a3. cb5. ab4. Bishop b4. Castles. Castles. Okay, let's see what Leela says now. After thinking a long time. Okay, castles. Let's see what the online database says. Oh, this is double T. So castles. Okay. So let's see B5. Looks natural. Tagging is B7. This one, say this one from 95. Okay. So this is like this one might be C3 is more prudent. Goes G6 or A6 or let's give some time. Let's give some time. Okay, so A6. A6 block bishop E5 things maybe makes sense to me. E6 buys one, and then they go bishop F4, developing things. Okay, rook E8, king equal E3. Oh, interesting. K K is natural. E3, E3. Developing, connect the rooks. A5. Really, I don't see the point of A5. I don't see it. So maybe have the bishop defend that one. You can do the rook moving away. Defend it with the queen and the bishop too, both. So let's give some time.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Lila says they want to go a6. Oh, to block maybe 5 things and mystery to me. Why a6? Let's just watch the squares. I'll stay. Just highlight this one. Watch the squares. All right, and then we go as white. H3 makes sense. Bishop 6. Bishop 6. All right. Okay. Defend that one. Knight g3. Okay, knight g3. Rook c8. Then rook fc1. Rook fc1. What about rook fe1? Makes sense to me. Like human. Knight e4. Okay, e4. g4. g5. g4. It's like this one is like a. Yeah, this makes sense. So now with the bishop, we can go bishop a5. So this is the purpose of what this rook e3, maybe stopping, putting pressure on this one, maybe. Bishop e6. Bishop e6. Yeah. Bishop a7. What? Oh, b5. Things. Let's go back to the normal moves. So let's covering all these things with let's see, bishop f4. Next one, bishop f4 lines. Okay. So is any games here? Oh, there's c6. C6 25%. That's really good, really awesome. Knight c3 is also a good check. So let's get to one. Okay. Okay, let's see what Leela likes to do here. Nice five. Nice three check. What's nice five a move? No, not even. It's like knight takes d3 check. Makes sense to me. Knight h5 that makes sense to me. So this one online people all the people do this one. Response c6 is okay. C6. 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 All right. So what three people do? Castle king side and queen side three. Castles king side and didn't go well. Castle queen side is draw. Okay, so was he three? All right, let's do all the moves. So castles version. There's also another version with nice G3. Other one version. So G3. So yeah, 6 more minutes and we have to end the episode. So we'll do the rest on Sunday. So that's the thing. Okay, so all right, Leela says uh, black should castle bishop e7, bishop e7. Okay, then castle, castle. So the question is, why not knight 5? That's the question. Why? Bishop takes there, queen takes there, and castles. Castles. Yeah, there's two tempi to take the knight, a bishop. So two tempi is it really killer or not really? If you want. B6. B6. Okay. Three. Yeah. Defend the pawn. Six. Okay. Six. Bishop fate. B1. So this is the thing. This is the thing I have to review with Eugene. This things. So bishop before. Re-look with Eugene. Okay. So yeah, that's good. So let's do. Okay, this one. Just before castles. The castle here. Castles here. And castles. We go where? That is D3. Okay, that's just D3. Okay. So D3. B7. Z3. Okay, there's D3. And also there's other B5. Okay, G5. This is also a move. Well, let's do knight C3 first. Two minutes and we have to go. So let's finish up this one. This line. So this line goes, in this case, H3 or. So let's do. Is there anything more games here? There's castles, okay. Then let's say bishop f4 is probably the move. Bishop f4, 50%. C6, C6, rook f1, rook e8, rook e8, knight e8. It's like, oh, knight e8. That's the novelty. I don't see this. Knight e8, knight e6 is the plan. So, what to do here? What's the purpose of this one? I had to flag things as like, all right, so let's see. Next week. So next week's like next stream. Here, okay. Alrighty. So this being said, let's see. Okay. Save it. Save it. Let's play this one. Next, this one. All right. So all these things will be taken care of on Sunday. So we talked a lot of stock. So I'll see you guys on Sunday. Continue this, just say menagerie, and try to finish it up. If not, we'll do another week with Eugene. So have a good day, and I'll see you in 2 days for Sunday. Take care, guys. Make sure you like